Hello, heroes! Hello, we're back with Grim Vestigia again for the second episode. Um, we're all hip and happening. Let's recap last week. Um, we followed our heroes uh, into a hospital in which something spooky was happening. There, they discovered a teenager, not in control of apparently newfound superpowers, who was attempting not to rampage, doing her best, didn't not rampage super well. They encountered some local villains who we will learn more about later this session. Ooh. And then they were condescended to by an older superhero who was like, well, that's great, get out. This is my job now. So let's re-meet our heroes so we know who all we got. We're going to go arbitrarily from left to right on my Zoom call, which is the true Zoom call. Kixon, who you got?
Hello. And my brain decides not to work. um, I'm playing Icarus or L. She, her. Yes.
And what is your own human name and pronouns?
Oh, my own human name and pronouns is Kixon on the internet, and I am also she, her pronouns.
Okay. Continuing left to right on my truly ordained Zoom call, we got Michaela. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Michaela. I use she, her, and I'm playing Angela, or Moth Girl, who also uses she, her.
All right. Quinn, the only person
Hello.
who doesn't use she, her.
Hey, hi, I am Quinn at Quintastic_ on Twitter. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Valeria Cruz, aka Witch Dagger, who also uses she, they pronouns.
All right. Last one. We got Mutant. What's going on? Outside.
Hi. Yes, outside the big wide deck, I guess.
The beautiful Canadian sky.
Beautiful Canadian sky. I'm Stephanie. I go by Mutant Canuck on pretty much anything social media, except Twitch, but that's a whole nother story. I'm playing Darren, who also goes by Shrike when she's a superhero, and both me and her use she, her pronouns.
Okay. All right. That out of the way. I think lastly, I'm going to do my little content warning up at the top of the show, just so everyone is aware. This show is kind of made to confront ideas of eugenics and ableism and why those things are bad. And we talked about this last episode. If you caught my episode of Heroes Sheets, I went further in depth about how it would be really nice if Captain America could just punch ideologies in the head. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. Those things are going to come up. I'm trying to treat them thematically as someone who also has trouble encountering them. Try and be as sympathetic in my storytelling as I can while still being honest. So be aware that those things are liable to come up thematically. And let's get back started. When last we were in scene, a year ago, it feels like. Before we went live, I was asking the group if Lesbian Visibility Day was like this week or was it like 2 months ago? I didn't remember. I couldn't tell. I still don't know because I didn't look it up.
Time is irrelevant.
At some point in the past, perhaps before or after the most recent Lesbian Visibility Day, we played a session wherein everyone was hanging out in a hospital, getting condescended to by the wizard, who's in his 30s and an adult, and therefore he thinks better at being a superhero. We return as you are all tromping out of the Jefferson University Hospital Emergency Department, with the wizard overseeing things for your new friend, Jenny. It is the middle of the afternoon. You all straight up ditched classes in study hall to be here. You're all still in costume. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Good question.
Perhaps a cheeky Taco Bell trip in celebration of your victory. Or perhaps no such thing in costume for our dignified Caped Crusaders.
I think my Cape Crusader would prefer McDonald's, but that's just my personal preference showing through.
Yeah, let's not reenact the shawarma scene from Avengers.
I don't know. I think we could do it better.
I don't think any of you would need to have shawarma like conceptually explained to you. Like, I feel like you would all get shawarma. If not partake in shawarma, you would at least go,
Shawarma's good.
yeah, I know what that is. It is. But I'm not, gonna propose to yeah. As GM of your world, I will not tell you whether you like or dislike shawarma, only that it exists.
I think Valeria very much dislikes being in costume and tries to be in costume as little as possible, so they are going to want to change quickly.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, Shrike knows who Witch Dagger and Icarus is, but she doesn't know who Moth Girl is. So that sort of also potentially creates a problem. But I mean,
Moth Girl's a mystery. No one knows who Moth Girl is.
Mystery Moth sounds.
Valeria, does changing your costume involve going into your phantom zone? Is that something that you have to do? Did I write that down wrong in my notes? You're muted if you're trying to answer my question.
Can she?
Yeah, Valeria?
Oh, you said Shrike, so I got confused.
Did I?
Yeah. No.
Cool.
Or
Rad.
I heard Shrike. So brain fogs is a thing.
I 100% could have said Shrike.
And you also could have said Witch Dagger. So, here we are. I don't think it does.
Okay.
Because most of it is contrived and she has the clothes part in her backpack. She just has to disappear somehow.
Do you need to go and hang out in the spooky place? Is that something that happens after you participate in action?
I think it depends on the severity, and because nobody really got hurt except for Annie. Annie's fine.
She's not.
She's in a hospital.
Icarus also punched a kid through a window.
We'll get better.
I did punch a kid through a window.
Yeah, but that was
I punched medieval McGee through a window.
Nobody cares about medieval McGee.
I wrote down his real name in the notes that I sent you all. I sent you all textual evidence.
It said medieval McGee.
No, it didn't.
I have in my notes his real name, but I just like medieval McGee better.
He's gonna be so mad if you ever call him that.
Good.
Yeah, we're definitely calling him that.
Which is yes.
No, I think Witch Dagger just needs to go lay low for a little bit.
All right.
And I think the only person, because Darren knows who Witch Dagger is, but Witch Dagger doesn't know that Darren knows that. I think the only person.
Oh, doesn't? Oh.
No. But Witch Dagger knows who Icarus is, and Icarus knows who Witch Dagger is.
Oh, this just created a complication. I like it.
So I feel like there's like
Yeah.
a knowing look to a knowing look to Icarus of like I have to go.
Yeah, this is very high school, like who knows who and what.
Well, if Strike sort of sees them do that, now she knows that she knows who they are, but they don't know who she is. So she'll like
I think
just
I
sort of
know
say,
who you are. Yeah, I know who you are.
"Oh, okay, yeah, okay."
I may have lost my
So-
session 0 notes, but I wrote this one on my character sheet, so I know this.
Okay. Oh yeah, because yeah. Okay, so Witch Dagger looks at you, at Icarus, and Icarus looks at my character, and it's sort of a, are we figuring out what we're doing, look?
I'm just gonna take off. I'm going home. I can't handle the social
All right.
awkwardness. I'm
So it
getting out
sounds
of here.
like y'all are gonna disperse.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Strike would probably like climb somewhere, change back into Darren, and then go to the archery range and keep practicing. That's cool.
All right. So we're all headed away from the scene, out of costume. So if we can get that change hit up. Do I assume, because there is bare bones for social media in existence, and not really a lot of socializing happen between each other, to just kind of be doing their own things for the evening as a crew? What is that? Let's go with Angela, actually. So you leave. Where is Angela headed once she is not Moth Girl anymore?
Okay, so the school day is definitely over, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Angela probably has to go right home because she has like obligations to her parents. They're very like they just need her home because they're a little overbearing.
What if she's out and an event occurs?
Oh no.
We couldn't have that. So she heads right home?
Yeah, she just heads right home.
Okay. So she's just chilling out there, up to anything?
Yeah, she might hang out with her sister, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe do an art craft.
Hell yeah. Art craft. Elle, where are you headed?
Probably home to, well, home is the school, right? The dorms.
Yeah, we should clarify. Angela, where is home? Where do you go home?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I think we had said in session 0 that she lives in the suburbs because she doesn't board.
Oh yeah, probably,
at
definitely.
school. But like other than that, we just know vaguely the suburbs. All right.
Well, Elle probably goes back to the dorm and spends quality time with her dog, Ozzy.
Dog time.
Dog time.
What kind of dog is her dog?
He is a pit bull.
Aww.
Okay.
Little pit bull named Ozzy. Registered, yes.
Yeah, registered with the school as a school dog to have. As a dog to have for reasons.
Yes, for reasons.
All right. Valeria, where are you headed?
Valeria probably also goes back to the dorms. Texting existed in 2006. I had to ask myself that question.
Yeah, but you got to do it on the little slidey guy and like hit the different number 3 times so that you get the letter that you want.
Oh, I'm being transported and I hate it. Yeah, but send a quick I guess it's not quick by 2006 standards, text to Icarus/L to just be like, hey, you really kicked ass back there. That was cool, good, smiley face. And then, listen to MCR for 8 years while working on a play, because that's what you do when you're, yep.
Definitely not invested in how immediately that text comes back replied to.
No, not at all. It's not
Never.
directly next to my composition notebook. It's fine. Why would I care? I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
I'm like actually blushing right now. Yeah.
Why nothing's happening? It's fine.
Yeah, nothing's happening. It's fine. What's happening? Nothing.
There's nothing going on here. This is completely fine.
No, nothing. Absolutely not. She probably. Oh, I have to think about what I would respond. Oh shoot.
Man, you know, when you're like, I'm so excited to be on a Heroes Without Limits stream, it's going to be so much fun. And then you're like, all right, here's the deal. Your fantasy girlfriend is texting you.
Yeah.
You have to write a reply right now. What are you going to do about it? And you're like, I decided to do this for fun.
Prepare me for this.
We aren't a thing yet.
No.
Or ever. We don't know.
Roll levels. Or at least respond.
Who knows?
Probably around the same lines of you kicked ass too. Sorry, I punched a guy through a window.
Valeria waits a normal amount of time to write a response.
Like a respectable, like she gets the text and she goes, okay, so this is what I'm going to say. And then she times herself to 15 minutes and then it's like, this isn't okay. Texting back.
Yeah, she in the notes of the draft of the play that she's working on, like on the other side of the page, she like does notes of like should I say no, I shouldn't say okay, I thought no, he deserved it, haha, winky face. No, that's too many emojis. Takes away the winky face. He totally deserved it. No, that sounds too judgy. Erases that. Fuck. Let's see. Helena comes on and it's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, that's my jam. Wait, I'm doing something. And then finally sends back.
Does Valeria have a roommate?
No, Valeria lives in a single for reasons. Big PTSD reasons, baby.
Yeah.
Love to see it. I think they finally reply with, don't apologize, that was awesome.
All right, I think you're cut off by one of the people in your hall knocks on your door. This is where I introduce NPCs. Are you ready for that? I bet you weren't. One of your hallmates knocks on your door, Valeria. What do you do?
I go to the door but like open it like enough so that like half a face and like aggressive emo music just kind of blares out of the opening, and it's like a what?
You are in front of your hallmate Dominique Belleville. She's actually she's French from France. And she's sitting there and she's like very diminutive, very small. She's got like very close cropped black hair. She's sitting there in a manual wheelchair and she's like, did I hear Elena coming from your room?
Yeah.
Do you want to listen to My Chemical Romance together?
I mean, like, I guess. Like, begrudgingly opens the door to their dorm.
Yeah, no, she's like clearly really like worked herself up to this and is like a little bit sheepish and awkward.
A little handsome awkward. Oh, that album hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's like the best used album too. Or at least I think so. Yeah, so Valeria just kind of opens the door and gestures and is like, come on in.
Yeah, no, she's very excited to tell you about how My Chemical Romance is her favorite band and have you heard the new album?
Yeah, like a lot. There are like a lot of MCR posters and like, but again, mostly from like Revenge and Bullets, because Bullets we know is the superior MCR album to everything. So
she's like this
is
is fandom that she hadn't encountered before, and she's like kind of caught off guard, and she's like, oh right, yes, of course it is. Like she hasn't formed an opinion, she's just like agreeing with whatever it is that you're saying.
Does that count as influence?
Yeah, no, you have influence over Dom. We're gonna give you influence over Dom.
That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one.
It's her name is Dominique.
I know. I just have to be terrible sometimes, you know? Yeah, so Valeria will be pretentious for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, this has not gone the way that she wants it to go, and after about half an hour of listening to you, she's gonna be like, okay, I have to go do homework, bye.
Valeria will close the door and be very relieved. Not a people person. Checks phone again to see if there's a text, and if there's not, you know, that's fine, but like if there is, that's cool too, like whatever. I mean, I have things
Okay.
to do.
I was 8 in 2006. Could you send pictures via text message? I was 8 years old.
You
I
could
do not
send
know.
pictures that you took on your phone if your phone had a camera.
Right.
I'm gonna crumble to
That
fucking
is a
dust.
yeah.
This is horrifying. I hate this. I was not that much older than you.
Yeah,
I was 10 in 2006, and I still
How old was I?
have to
Get a
explain.
calculator.
Lol, I feel old. I was like 13.
I didn't get a phone until I was in 8th grade. So like
Yeah, neither did
I
I,
don't
and I
even
had a
know.
phone in 2000. No, I didn't have a phone in 2006. I had a phone in 2008. Was when I got my first phone. The, like,
So
the little
I know
slidey
nothing.
guy.
I didn't
You
know
could send if your
absolutely
phone
nothing.
had a camera. Your phone might have a camera, or it might not.
It would be a very fancy phone.
Yeah, and if your phone had a
It's
camera,
probably not. Well,
if your phone had a camera, then you could send a picture that you took with your phone camera. But
I'm
like
just thinking.
the phone wasn't very, like the storage wasn't very big, so you could store like not that many pictures. And if you like took too many pictures on your phone, then you'd have to get rid of them, or you couldn't open your text messages.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm trying to find something that we talked about, which isn't in my notes, of course, because I lost my old notes.
I have session 0 notes. Do you want to DM me?
No, it wasn't session 0. It was our talks.
Wait, you lost your Discord DMs with me?
No. I'm looking up those right now. But I know I had wrote down what we had talked about. Yep. I'm looking for a name.
Oh, are you looking for
Oh,
your
Right,
yes.
right. Yes. I was thinking it might be fancy because Jennifer is very rich. So
Yeah. And she would
mhm.
probably be like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna buy this kid a phone. If I buy this
Yeah.
kid a phone, she's gonna like me."
Yeah, exactly. Jennifer is the person who would do that.
Did it make you like her more when she bought you a nice phone?
No.
Okay. Oh, hope stashed. Okay. Try again with the dog. Did the dog make you like her more? Okay. All right. The dog's better.
Yeah. Yeah. So if this is a fancy phone and it has the camera, which is the whole thing that this has been leading up to.
Yeah, but we get to learn about you. We get to learn about your backstory.
Yeah.
We get to
Your
allude to the
history.
fact that Kixon and I know things about Elle
Yes.
that no one else knows about Elle, and we get to be
Not
like,
like
"Ooh,
she's
what's
my
going on with her?"
She would probably send a picture of Ozzy being cute to Valeria because she doesn't know what to say to that. So, picture of dog.
Some
I don't-
things have not changed.
I don't think track phones could open photos.
Oh, rip.
And
No.
Valeria definitely has a track phone.
See, the thing that is actually going to make me crumble to dust is you saying the word track phone.
I had a track phone in 2006.
I don't even remember.
I think I did. No.
I didn't have a razor. I wasn't cool.
I got a track phone in grade 7 and then like an actual slidey guy in grade 9. And then it wasn't until grade 11 that I got an iPhone 4.
I had a track phone until the iPhones came out. Woof. This game is actually called Everyone Feels Old except Kixon.
I think Kixon is our youngest. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
His baby. Me.
Hold on. See,
So I think because I'm pretty sure when you get a picture message on a track phone, it
just says that somebody sent you a picture.
Yeah, and
you're like, you can't use minutes to open this picture. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're like,
so like, they look at it and they're just like, I'm just not gonna respond because I don't want to respond incorrectly. So they leave you on read.
Yeah, but there's no red marker.
Exactly.
There's no red receipts.
Maybe the service is
gosh.
just bad on Valeria's Hollywood. You don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, no, all the dorm buildings are like half cement anyway. So like, you want to send a text? Oh, maybe you don't.
Go outside.
Oh, oof. Going outside to text.
No.
Leaning out the window.
Oh, stop.
Where the reception is in your room, like hold the phone up.
It's in like the shower inexplicably. Yeah, no. So does not receive the dog pic regretfully, but
no dog pic. All right. Having fading out for the night on such a scene. We arrive in the morning. The next morning. The following morning. I believe last week it was a weekday. It was Tuesday for our first session. So Wednesday morning, does anybody have anything fun to do on a Wednesday morning? Is anybody like a jogger?
Oh,
I feel like we're very
Darren
unlikely to have
probably.
jogger. Oh, yeah, no, Darren.
probably could jog.
Yeah,
She got to keep up that like her body is her power, so her body and her arms. So she's either jogging or early morning archery.
okay. So we know Darren's up. Darren's jogging, doing that workout, on that grind. Leg day memes were big in 2006, if I remember correctly. People were talking about the concept of leg day. I don't know what that is. I couldn't tell you.
She's done.
Oh, we got robot Stephanie hanging out,
Oh boy.
making beeps and boops. Anybody else awake in the morning?
Elle is probably up walking Ozzy, because that's the thing you have to do when you have a
Yeah, you
dog.
do. You really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like no parks in Rittenhouse Square.
Yep.
You would have to go to like the lot past South Street, which is, for those of you who are not familiar with the geography of Center City, Philadelphia, several blocks.
Ew.
And even then, all you get is an empty lot.
Yep. We have a fun time.
All right. So you're doing that. Angela, are you in the city? Are you being driven in? Are you being driven into school?
Yeah, probably.
So you're on the highway, not moving because cars don't move at
Yeah.
7:30. Coming in, you're just like kind of hanging out in a stopped car, in a sea of stopped cars.
Mm.
Whichever parent is driving you in is talking about the various merits and demerits of trying to, go in through this route, or like, what if we took Route 1? Would Route 1 be faster? No, it wouldn't. No, it would be worse. Oh no.
Mhm.
And you're just like, please stop.
Yeah. Got her earbuds in.
That skull candy action.
Yeah.
You love to see it. We really love to see it. Where's Valeria? What's Valeria up to?
Valeria oversleeps.
So Valeria's asleep.
Or like that weird half asleep, I don't want to get out of bed, fuck this, I hate mornings. But I also can't have caffeine because my body hates me. That vibe. So awake, but not.
So you're like awake but in bed still.
Yeah,
Okay.
like in real life.
I mean, is anyone really anywhere other than awake but in bed still?
I'm in bed.
Couldn't be me.
I'm
Could never be me.
outside, so
Awake and out of bed? Oh.
I am 10 feet from my bed. This is as
I'm
far
in
as I go.
a very large armchair.
I'm in a hot topic. We've established this.
Yeah, you got that brick wall. That's, for everyone who's curious, the brick wall that Quinn is sitting in front of is immediately next to the t-shirt wall in the Hot Topic that they live in.
We have a sale going on right now, by the way.
You can't go in though because COVID. You've
But
got
there
like the
is
metal
a sale.
grate bars in the front down.
But if you go on our website, there is a sale right
Yeah.
now. This is not sponsored by Hot Topic. I feel like I should say that immediately.
All of the teenage girls in the like lacy lolly skirts and the cat ears with the cheek dermal piercings are like rattling the front cage like the "Let Me In" meme, and you're like, social distancing, babes, you can't come in here. I got the t-shirt while you can look at it though. We really gotta like send an email about a sponsorship, huh? We really gotta like see if they have a marketing department or something.
Sponsor us, Hot Top.
Please, Hot Topic, sponsor us.
Hashtag not sponsored. Could be sponsored.
Hashtag non-spawn.
Because
Would
just
spawn.
imagine the Hot Topic logo right there. Just
Yeah.
I would absolutely wear the hell out of a bullet for my Valentine t-shirt on this show if I had one.
Hot Topic.
You could send me one. All right, that's probably enough goofing around, not playing
Yep.
masks. Let's probably play masks again. They did. The nice people at Heroes Without Limits were like, "Hey, do you want to please play masks on our show?" And I'm like, 20 minutes of Hot Topic stand-up. I got it. I got you. Anyway, all of your phones go off in the way that they do when something that you guys have to take care of happens.
Mhm.
Oh no.
We've established that some of you are subscribed to like text message news notifications. Some of you have laptops that send you emails. Whoa. Anyway, you all get the bings and the bops and the boops and the buzzes. There's a TD Bank being robbed.
Mm.
TD is what I use. Sorry.
Toronto Dominion Bank, for those of you who are unaware what the TD stands for. I looked it
I was
up.
like, of all the banks to choose. Oh, Darren wouldn't think twice. She'd be like, okay, consequences later, and dashes off to get her outfit and change.
Okay.
So wait, are we all where we said we were? So I'm at the empty lot with my
Yeah.
dog.
Yep.
Oh boy.
This is, in fact, a situation of my own design wherein I asked you what you were doing on a morning, leading you to believe that we were doing slice of life characterization scenes. But in fact, it was to get you to dig your own graves and be in a very inconvenient place of your own choosing so that it'd be your fault.
I'm in bed.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't want to bring my dog into danger.
You don't think that your dog can handle a bank robber?
No. Well, he might, but I don't want to put that to the test.
Lol.
Don't experiment with that.
What you gonna do?
I don't know. I have never been faced with the dilemma of bringing a dog to a bank robbery before.
Like,
look,
where's your outfit and stuff?
This is as a superhero something that you're gonna have to figure out at some point.
Oh boy. Yes, a superhero 101. Do I bring my dog to a bank robbery?
Perhaps
No.
you consider that next time you meet the wizard, you should ask him about what to do with your dog.
And use expletives around the wizard always. Fuck it. I'm bringing the dog to
The dog
like,
is coming.
yeah, the dog's coming. Maybe to like, tie the leash to like a
Mhm.
bike like lock
Oh, there are
thing
like
or
parking meters
like
and stuff
yeah, he's a good boy. He'll be fine.
for like 10
Well
minutes.
trained.
Yeah.
He's very well trained.
Do you have your costume with you?
Always.
Okay, so you're prepared at least in that respect.
Yes. Yeah.
If you thought that the dog situation was going to be difficult to get out of, which of the two who has it worse than that wants to go?
Angela's in a car.
Yeah.
With their mom, I'm gonna say. With their
Yeah.
mom. Like, not sure how in the middle of like packed
You're on the
traffic.
highway.
Yeah. What are
You
gonna do
can
about
fly
that?
though.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
look,
she can
Mom.
fly, but not in front of her mom.
You'd be like, look over there. Oh, Moth Girl's flying off the overpass. We've established also that your parents do not care for Moth Girl.
Yeah, they do not.
They feel that she's a ne'er-do-well, a rabble-rouser.
Yeah, that's a tricky situation for sure. How do you get out of car without raising suspicion? And not just suspicion, but like worry. How not to make parents worried. That is tricky.
Ouch. Very tricky.
I mean, you could also not go.
But
That's the less desirable option, probably.
yeah, she wants to help. She's trying to make a name for herself here. But this is a very
Alright.
tricky situation. Like she could consider saying that she left something at home and she needs to get home real quick, but they're in the middle of the highway.
You have your costume with you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she keeps it in her backpack, but this is a very tricky situation. Honestly, she might have to choose to not go because she doesn't want to raise suspicion.
She needs to value her secret identity more highly than that.
Yeah, it's very important to her.
All right. Angela
Well,
silences her phone and sits in the car.
Yep. This sucks. Maybe when she gets to school, she can try and see if there's anything still going on.
Mm-hmm. Valeria.
Well, I'm in bed. So I think it's very much like a here's phone, hate this, opens phone, drops phone on face a couple of times, reads it, expletives abound, and finally rolls out of bed, her cane materializing as she does. And instead of getting into her normal clothes, she just goes for the costume and we'll put on the mask later, the literal mask later.
The figurative mask is on already.
Yes, but the literal mask. Yeah, so she's like on her way there from her dorm.
All right.
Easy.
We have 2 people hurrying there and 1 person who is a little bit further. So Shrike and Icarus, you are on the scene first. You recognize each other out front.
And we know who each other are both ways. So.
Yeah, there is a TD bank. I don't think I'm using a real TD for this, so I'm just going to describe it as on a corner. City Hall is only a couple of blocks away. There are still a lot of people commuting who are on the sidewalks who have kind of cleared out and are murmuring on either side because it is very clear that there was a commotion inside of the bank. All the lights are off. It's got the glass front. You arrive on the scene. What do you do?
Well, we're physically at the bank, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
I guess
there
it is. Oh, go ahead.
another way in?
You want to scope out the back.
Yeah, because Icarus is not totally down with all the publicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go into the alley around the back,
Mhm.
there is. Do you still have your dog with you?
I was just about to ask, is there a convenient place to
There's like
attach-
a dumpster back here. You probably couldn't pull a dumpster with him.
Yeah.
Unless it's super
I mean,
dog.
yeah. Ozzy's a good boy.
Ozzy is a good boy. So you tie Ozzy off to the dumpster for the bank.
Yep.
There is up 2 steps. There's the like big metal back door that's like extra double super locked, and the when they they have like armored cars basically come to do deliveries and takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the truck port for that on the back of the building, and then the super double goes to the vault back door.
Is the delivery door
Now it's all
just
closed.
like
it's shuttered.
Yeah, but is it like a regular like truck delivery door?
No, it's got the same. It's got armor on it, literally, because it's for a bank. It goes into a bank vault.
Well, shit.
Does Icarus know if she can melt metal?
I don't know. I mean, if I charge my powers, I could use overcharge to overcome an obstacle, reshape my environment, or extend my senses.
Sounds like you probably want to roll for some burn then.
Yes, I would like to roll for some.
So
burn.
let's all talk about how the Nova's powers
Also,
work, which is Icarus's
yes.
playbook. Yeah.
Yes. Also, do we still have the conditions from the last?
Yeah, unless you cleared them.
Okay.
You can clear them between sessions. I think that I don't remember if you picked to clear conditions or not. I did not know which end of session options everyone picked.
Oh, no,
if you still
I
have a
did not
condition
pick
marked,
clear
unless you
them.
cleared it, it's still there.
All right, cool. I was just wondering. All right, and that's 2d6, right?
Yeah,
I'm
for
very
burn. Remind me what conditions Icarus has marked?
Guilty.
Okay. All right. So this is 2d6 for Furya powers.
Mm-hmm. That is an 8.
Okay, so you hold 3 and mark a condition.
Mhm.
You get yourself all amped up and you might feel bad.
Yep.
So you already have guilty marked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's up to you what you'd like to mark rather than guilty.
Let's say afraid, because I mean,
All
I
right.
brought my dog to a bank robbery.
You brought your dog. Is this your first bank robbery? Have you ever handled a bank robbery before?
Who knows, but definitely not one with my dog.
So you don't know if your powers can get you in.
Yeah.
You haven't done a bank robbery. You haven't brought your dog ever.
Yeah.
This is all wrong. This is not the way that you want to be doing this.
Yep. Yep. All right.
And something might go terribly wrong. So with that in the forefront of your mind, you now have 3 burn.
Mm-hmm.
To spend on blowing shit up.
Yes. Which is, great for my mental health.
See, what you've done is you've really latched onto the core of what the Nova is, which is that you do explosions and you feel bad about it.
Yes. All right. So do I
So you have
burn?
What is you can overcharge.
Yes.
So you can spend 2 burn. Which gives you an automatic 10 plus on Unleash Your Powers. If you'd like to, is what that does. Otherwise, I would have you roll Unleash Your Powers to see if you could go through one of these vault doors.
Oh.
Or you could just spend the burn and just do it.
I'll spend the burn, just do it, and I'm doing the truck door, not the one straight to the vault.
So what does it look like when Icarus does something very impressive with her powers?
Ooh. This is probably oh boy. Brain is not working.
Anybody got any brain juice?
No, I have none. No brain juice ever. I have
Head
2
empty,
brain
no thoughts.
cells, and they are constantly overworked. It's just a lot of fire.
So there is
very directly focused on this.
You put your hands
very
out. There is
fire. Hot fire.
A wave of heat washing over this alley. You hear it's just a woomph as you just open your hands and the blast of energy expands out. And you don't sustain it. You know better than that. You know better than to potentially do accidental arson. You've learned that much.
We do not appreciate accidental arson.
When the flash of light and the wisps of smoke clear, there's just a 6 foot by 6 foot hole.
Great.
And molten slaggy steel that used to be a vault door just dripping down off of that.
I did the truck door.
Yeah.
Truck door. Yeah.
Yep. So you hop in there?
I guess, yeah. Did Shrike come with me?
That was going to be my question. Does Shrike hang out for this, or is Shrike hanging out around the front?
She would follow Icarus, honestly.
Okay. So Icarus would be like, hold on, I have an idea. And Troy would be like,
Yeah.
yes.
I made a door.
So both of you hop into the vault door. The lights are out. It's dark in here. There is, some, pallets of gold. There's stacks and stacks of coins. Mostly it's bills for hard copy. It is 2006, so there is a solid mix of bank accounts dealing with virtual currency, and there are there are very important computers and servers that exist in the vault that need to be not tampered with. But there is also a lot of just hard copy money around in various forms. There's like lockers and different, people have like bank deposit boxes.
Wait, the truck door went straight to the vault?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I was trying not to leave a big old entrance into the vault through the back alleyway, but whoop!
Oh,
It's
well.
because when you put stuff on pallets to be put in a truck, it doesn't really fit through regular doors.
Yeah.
If you have like a hand truck and a pallet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably should have thought of that. Oh well.
So here you are in the vault. It's dark. There's not anyone in here yet. You can hear voices from the next room, though.
Can we tell what they're saying?
Would you perhaps wish to assess the situation?
Yes, I would like
Yeah.
to assess the situation.
Near you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's. I'm not going to have both of you roll. So one of you is going to be on taking point on lookout, and that's up to y'all.
Is it okay if I do that?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
I just feel
What
like
does
Shrike
that
would
look
be
like in scene? When
Shrike
you
would
you
prob-
both hop into the dark room.
Yeah, like Shrike is like always has her bow on the ready, as a thing, and she's probably would peer across the corner, like sort of sneakily as much as she can do sneakily, and sort of would be like, I guess then I don't have that thing open. What is it rolling?
We are going to be rolling for assess the situation. Sorry, let me go. The problem is that I have like most of my notes in my browser, but then I'm looking at Zoom to see all of you, and then I have some notes in preview, and so I'm just like, what am I looking at? Where am I? Assess the situation is plus superior, so you're going to be rolling plus superior. On a 10 plus, ask 2. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. Take plus 1. Just ongoing while you're acting on any answers I give you, and then you have the little menu of things that you can ask.
Okay. Let's see what I get. Ooh, nice. I got a 6 plus 5 is an 11.
Okay, so on a 10 plus, you ask 2 questions.
Sorry, just what are the questions available? Because I don't have the sheet on me. Sorry.
Okay. So the questions available are, what here can I use to blank? Fill in as you would. What here is the biggest threat? What here is the greatest danger? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how could we best end this quickly? And you may ask 2.
Okay. Oh, that was also, wait. That was, so that was the same thing. Superior. So she would ask, oh God, I forgot them again. Great, that's great. The last 2. What were the last 2?
The last 2 are, who here is most vulnerable to me, and how could we best end this quickly?
Who here's the most? Those 2. That would be those 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
What you get, you kind of are peering around the corners. You've got your bow, not up, but strung and drawn. And you're kind of moving quietly, checking around the corners in the vault. There's nobody in the vault. there's a vault door between you and whatever's going on. It's hard to hear through that, but you can pick up that someone is being very loudly encouraged against the protestations that they're making to, put in the code and open it. It sounds like a bank worker has been taken hostage in order to open the vault by the best you can figure out is a really angry Belgian lady. It's kind of hard to place the accent because it's kind of French and it's kind of German. She's got that, the classic when you see scientists in 80s movies and they have that like pan-European accent.
Yeah.
She's kind of got that vibe going on.
So I make a motion to Icarus. I go I make a thing for two people.
Mm-hmm.
One scared and one evil or whatever, however.
Yeah, you do the monster hands.
Yeah, monster.
Thriller. Anyway, all right. So I guess we're just waiting.
Yeah, that is your answer to who is most vulnerable to you.
Yeah.
The answer to how you can end this quickly is that you can hear one person who is a ne'er-do-well here.
Okay, yeah.
One person is responsible for this.
Okay.
From the inside, you could just open the vault door. It's just the spindly thing.
Oh dear. That's a good question.
Yeah. What's our play here? We literally accidentally broke into the bank vault through the back.
To give you a moment to think about it and to plunge our audience into deep suspense, we're going to take our first break on the hour here.
Ooh.
What will our heroes do? How will they deal with the invader in the bank vault? Tune in.
Why did they bring a dog to a bank robbery?
Tune in 5 minutes to the next issue of Grim Vestigia. right. When last we left our heroes, mere moments ago, Shrike and Icarus were across a bank vault door in a bank vault from some kind of would-be robber who has taken what they believe taken a bank employee hostage in order to gain her access to the vault. And they are mulling over how they're going to handle this. We know, although they don't know, that Witch Dagger is on their way. And we know that Moth Girl is trapped with her mom in a car on the highway,
Not good.
unable to do anything mothy, or even the slightest moth sound would give her away.
Yeah, no moth sound. Very sad.
Only human sounds for the moment.
That's very unfortunate.
Not as fun.
Yeah. Let's get back into the scene, heroes.
Okay, so is that us or
Yeah, that's
Witch
you.
Dagger? Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay,
All right.
so
Do you want to just wait? Because I
we gotta
mean,
go in now.
they're trying
Someone's
to
in
go
danger.
in here. Okay. It's just I don't want to open this door and give them access to the money and a getaway route.
Valid. Do we wait? Do we wait till they show up though? Because they're gonna try to get in and be just like on the ready.
That's what I was thinking. Cause
Can the
Yeah.
people hear us through? Can the people hear us through?
I'm assuming we're whispering.
Okay.
They're speaking at normal volume and you can't hear them distinctly. You can kind of hear, a muffled version of them.
Okay. So yeah. So yes, let's be at the ready. And she
All right.
assumes a
So you take up
Yes.
hidden covered positions
Mhm.
and make yourselves ready. It is at this moment, Witch Dagger, that you come upon the sidewalk at the front of the TD with people lined up on either side, kind of keeping people from, crowds whispering and going, oh, there's something going on in the bank.
Crowds. Love crowds. Love to see that. What's the front? So it's like windows and it's like.
Yeah,
is
so
there,
it's the
like-
glass fronted. I don't know if TD banks are like architecturally the same everywhere. I've always seen TD banks that have like their very glass open concept. So
yeah,
it's
me too.
glass in the front, like glass door. So it's kind of that. It's totally dark in there. You can see that there are people kind of, down and huddled as you would expect during a bank robbery.
Mhm. I think. Does Witch Dagger get any reaction from showing up, or are they kind of able to blend in?
That's up. I'm gonna say that's up to Quinn. How you roll up.
I think they're gonna try to be as like nonchalant and chill about it, and just like, oh, what's this I've stumbled upon? Huh, weird. I too will stand here and rubberneck this tragedy, while actually assessing the front of the building for the best place to telekinetically rip a door off its hinges or something.
Yeah, so there's one door in the front. It's this big glass panel on hinges with like the aluminum handle. It's a double door though, and then
Is
it
it a
kind of has
pull
the
or a
atrium with
push?
just the ATMs. It's pull out. Has the atrium with the ATMs in it, and then the bank proper inside.
I think she's gonna look around to see if there are any other heroes or villains that are visible, and then casually rip the door off its hinges.
Okay, so what construct rips a door off of its hinges for you? Do you have like a big claw?
Um, hmm. I feel like the telekinesis is a little more subtle than the psychic
Okay.
constructs. So but I do feel like instead of that like duochromy, like blue purple, it's more of like a darker black, and it takes a little more effort, I think, to do it subtly. So it's more like, I don't want to copy Jenny, but it's a little bit like dark smoky.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, hers is like pinkish and sparkly.
yeah.
Hers genuinely looks like special effects.
Yeah, I'm going to try to rip the front door off its hinges and throw it into the next door.
All right. Roll unleash your powers.
Goody. Plus freak. That is a 9, 10, 11.
Okay. So on an 11 to unleash your powers, you do it. You do not mark a condition, and there are no complications. You just blow the front door down. Everyone in the crowd freaks out and like steps back. And there's a lot more. It goes from general milling around to a lot more like, you hear somebody go, "Oh shit!"
And I think Witch Dagger uses that distraction to try and rush in.
Okay. So you enter the front of the bank, and you are immediately unable to move. In the main area of the bank, it is just, it's as though it's 10 times, 20 times gravity. So you have no choice but to stay to your hands and knees and just chill out. Everyone else, it is clear, are not huddled on the ground as a bank robber told them to do. They are physically capable of standing up.
Oh shit.
Don't like that.
So you can see what your powers can do about that, but it's like moving through hardening molasses. It's
Oof.
very difficult.
Oof. I don't think my powers can probably do anything to save me from that, but if I can still see or look around, can I get eyes on the bank robber?
Yeah, so the lights are off in here, but you do see in kind of a pocket of this not happening at the far end, it looks like up towards a bank vault door of some kind. You can see one bank employee who is kind of a skinnier dude. He's got like the jacket and he's got the name tag and he looks absolutely terrified. He's got the horrible rimless glasses. And there is a figure in a big cape standing next to him. Who is kind of like one hand on his shoulder being like, now, open the door.
I think if I can, I'd like to summon 3 psychic blades and like surround that figure.
Are they affected by gravity?
Not to my knowledge.
Then that works. That's fine. Roll unleash your powers.
Please be as good to me as you were before. That's not as good. 8.
Okay, so it works. That happens. I am gonna have you mark afraid.
Okay.
Because this is a scary situation. You have come headlong into, there's a supervillain and you don't know who they are or what they can do. You can't move. They stop you from moving just, by being here. So that's pretty freaky.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Failing further action, she's gonna whirl around and see the blades and see you and say, one of the interloping children I see. My child, she calls out to you. She cocks her head, waiting for you to say something.
Not a child.
My dear, do away with these.
Why should I do that?
You are here because you wish to stop me?
Yes.
Well, I advise you think about the health and well-being of yourself and all of these fine people who are innocently going about their mornings. And the gravity increases much more, and everyone is flattened to the floor.
Hmm.
Have we heard any of this?
Yeah, this is all audible.
Oh boy. Okay. Should we get in on
Wait,
this?
what do we do? Run around?
No. I think we're in the pocket. Where we're good.
Yeah, but if we open it, they'll know. If we open the vault door, she'll know.
I'm looking at all of my abilities. Like, what do I do?
I have a thing I would like to do after y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a possibility of one of the things I can do. But it's up. It's like literally like up to you. Does
What you
I
got?
have when you stand strong, well, it's not drastically under fire, is it? What did I
Sorry,
what
Sophia,
did
our producer, has just said something very funny in the chat.
Oh, I just saw that.
I do not see.
We're not dramatically under fire yet, are we?
No, you are lurking in wait.
Okay, so that doesn't work.
Lurking. Love that word.
Yeah. I would,
It's like lurking a subreddit, but in a bank vault. Witch Dagger,
Well,
what do you...
I think this is unsubstantiated because this is a big scary villain that they probably haven't heard of and have never encountered.
You're too far to recognize her costume.
Mhm.
It's dark in here. You don't know who she is. You might recognize her if you got closer.
Okay, which I can't look.
All you know is like big white cape.
Okay. I think what happens is Witch Dagger has a temper, and being afraid makes her angrier. Just
Okay.
as a person, not mechanically.
Yeah.
So I think the three blades kind of coalesce into one larger sort of club-looking object because
For safety.
because they can't. I mean, she probably can't do the gravity thing if she's unconscious, and I would just like to whack-a-mole her on the head.
Okay, let's directly engage a threat.
Which is great, because I just got a -2 to that, because I am afraid. Please give me good. Give me something good. That's a 12, so -2 is 10.
Woo.
Okay, you still have a 10.
Oh.
When you directly engage a threat, you roll danger. On a hit, you trade blows. On a 10+, you get to pick 2 off of the special Fight Good menu.
Ooh, yes, let me pull up the Fight Good menu. I would like to... I would like to resist or avoid their blows if possible. I don't know if that's applicable.
No, that's possible.
Okay, and I would like to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Yeah, so she really thought that she had you on the ropes here, right? She was like, this is a hero. Heroes don't endanger civilians. If I just make it clear to her that if I, just want to crush everyone in the room, I could do that. So it's a bad idea to fight me. So you fully took her off of her guard, fully took her aback, which means that you've given her, you think, at least a mid-grade concussion. She was not expecting this or braced for it. The second thing is that the gravity does not increase.
Cool.
Nothing further happens. She whirls on you and she says, "Did you not hear anything I said, child?"
Did you miss the part where I'm not a child?
Oh, dang.
Okay, Shrike, what have you been planning in this bank vault?
Okay, I look at Icarus and I say, "Wheel it open. I'll fire."
All right. You ready for this? And we'll open it and bam.
Yeah, so you open the bank vault. You can't really throw it open. It's very heavy. It's a big metal door, but you open it in it kind of opens slowly, but you quickly get it open enough for Shrike to fire through. Shrike, in front of you is Shrike knows about the city's supervillains, right? Shrike is the kind of person who would have read briefings from the wizard.
Oh yeah.
When he gave them to her.
Oh yeah.
In front of you is a middle-aged woman in a white spandex suit, heeled boots, and a big, like, white synthetic material cape with a hood. That on the inside of the cape is all black with, like, galaxy and star patterns. You are standing in front of Supermassive. Her power is gravity manipulation around her. She
well, I've already fired
uses
the
this
shot,
mostly
right?
to rob banks and super secret science labs, to do villainy. She's been in and out of villain jail a couple times over the years. Well, I mean, if she can do this innate to her body, she doesn't, go in the regular jail.
Yeah, that's fair. I just villain jail.
Bell Rev.
So she whirls. She looks dazed. The reason for that is pretty clear that one of Witch Dagger's constructs has just hit her right in the side of the face.
And I'm already like aiming an arrow to throw.
Yeah. Are you also going to directly engage this threat?
Yes. Okay.
All right.
And it's plus what?
Plus danger.
Oh, great. That's negative on mine.
Danger. High voltage.
Oh, that's a 7, which is a 6.
Okay.
That didn't feel good.
So your arrow failed to account, I think, for the fact that gravity is whatever she wants it to be. And as she sees you, she reflexively defends herself with that, and your arrow just immediately goes straight up and embeds itself in the ceiling, rather than touching her.
I grit my teeth.
You
I
are
grit my teeth to the I know
immediately flattened to the floor.
Fuck.
It doesn't stay that way, like you aren't held there, but you just slam into the floor with whatever physical harm that entails for you.
Ouchie.
Did that happen to
that's
me
no good.
too, or can I?
It looks very localized.
All right, can I do something?
Yeah, I would encourage it.
Well, if I see Witch Dagger around, she's holding down my girl, so I gotta I'm gonna use Reality Storm to directly engage a threat.
Okay.
Oh wait.
So you roll plus freak instead of plus danger.
Yes.
If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spend a second burn.
I only have 1 burn.
So it's up to you whether or not.
Wait, do I want to do that or do I not? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Decisions.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Fuck it. All right.
That's exciting.
I'm like so nervous. Ah.
Let's destroy a TD bank. Let's destroy a TD bank.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was so good. That was so good. I got a 6 and a 5 on the dice.
Okay.
Nice.
Which means that you have an above a 10 for the fight good menu on directly engage a threat.
Yeah. But do I have minus ones? This is...
Are you afraid?
Danger.
Yes, I am afraid.
Okay, what is your freak bonus?
+2.
Okay, so that cancels out, and it's just whatever it says on the dice.
Which was 11.
So you still have you still have 2 choices on directly engage a threat.
What? Okay. I would like to resist or avoid their blows and create an opportunity for my allies so that maybe they can get up.
I think what that looks like is that you kind of stun her and she's she lets go.
Just
so
fire,
what
bitch.
This looks like is that you just are like, all right, Shrike is on the floor and not in the line of fire. You just put your hands out and you just put all the fire at her. We're gonna say that our friendly bank teller, who was standing immediately next to her, saw what was happening and wasn't affected by gravity and made a split-second decision and wasn't incinerated.
Thank God.
He's not gonna have a good time because he's still, catching a bit of this. You do also put a hole in the wall behind her because this is just an enormous column of flame. So she takes an enormous hit, right? She's stunned by this. She is, in a several thousand degrees Celsius column of flame for a couple of seconds. That she seems to have gotten out of by virtue of her. She's not immediately killed by it because of, the good costume that she knew to bring along in advance. That being said, for about 20 feet behind her, there's just smoking singed hole in the wall, out of the TD bank, into the 7-Eleven next door.
Sorry, 7-Eleven.
Their dairy fridge, gone. Just obliterated.
Bye-bye, ice cream.
Whoops.
So she's she's like flat on her back after this and is picking herself up. Witch Dagger and Shrike, you can stand up. Everyone in the bank also is realizing that they can also now stand up, and they're kind of wondering if they should do that.
Shrike gets up, and she gets up as fast as she can. Walk runs over to Supermassive, steps on her lightly on her chest and aims an arrow, and they're like saying, just a sort of, try it, bitch.
Yeah, she doesn't want to push you down because then the arrow comes to her.
Yeah.
She's
like, she doesn't say try it, bitch, but it's the sort of like,
yeah, she's again kind of really getting her bearings again. You all have a moment. Witch Dagger, you can stand up.
I will do so, and I will kind of gesture at the innocent bystanders, like hurriedly to do the thing, like with my eye, like being like, maybe they have the situation, but for how long?
Yeah, so you're like, get out.
Yeah, I'm like, get out, but like orderly.
Like, run away.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, so trying to, maybe using the door to pop another window, because fuck it at this point.
I blew a hole in the 7-Eleven next door. It's insurance will hopefully cover this.
You have started a fire in the 7-Eleven, is what you've done.
Oh no!
We're not getting good publicity for this.
This is what happens when Mothgirl's not here.
Yeah, Mothgirl might be happy to not be here for this one.
Icarus, do you have, while you have a moment of reprieve, what would you like to do?
Oh shit. Well, she's probably definitely like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, I lit a 7-Eleven on fire.
That's out loud. That's coming out of her mouth.
Maybe, I don't know. She might not totally be there because she just set a 7-Eleven on fire. Can I spend a moment to charge my powers?
So you
I
want to
guess
recollect yourself and
Yeah,
get
I
continually
am
pumped
out of
for the rest of the
burn.
fight. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm out of burn.
Yeah, you need more burn.
Need that burn, and not the fire kind.
It's all the fire kind because that's what your powers do.
Ooh. That is a 9, but I add the number of conditions I have currently marked. So I have 2 conditions marked, so that's
yeah.
11.
Okay, so you do not roll any further conditions. You have 3 burn again. She is getting herself up and dusting herself off.
I have a thing on her. I have a foot on her chest.
Yeah, she's kind of trying to like put her hand up between your bow and her. And actually, I think what I'm gonna do, Shrike, is I'm gonna have you roll to take a powerful blow because she's going to just throw you into the ceiling and see what happens.
Okay. Is it good to get low or high on this?
You want low, so you're rolling 2d6 plus the conditions you have marked.
0.
Okay, so just flat 2d6.
Ha 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 ha! 3.
Okay. On a miss, you stand strong. You mark potential, and you tell me how you weather being thrown into the ceiling.
Let's see. Sorry, just marking it down. So it happens, and then basically she's like the gymnast sort of person.
Yeah.
So basically, she's fast enough to like hit when she spins and hit the ceiling, and then she pushes and then does a tuck and then lands as gracefully as she can on the floor.
Yeah, so you're used to just, pinwheeling around.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I can deal with this. So you come back up on the ground with your bow. That did not go to plan for her. Witch dagger.
As the civilians are running out, I think I would just like to bonk again.
Yeah, you're gonna directly engage that threat.
Yeah.
Bonk for safety.
That's a 4.
Oh no.
So mark potential.
Cool.
What happens on a miss for directly engage a threat? This
nothing
should be good.
No.
This ought to be good.
No. I'm frightened.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in danger.
You get just straight up slammed into the ground. Like sprawled starfish. Just you wished to bonk, but you have been bonked. Can I get you to roll take a powerful blow, please?
Yes.
Been bonked.
No.
You have been imbonkened.
That is a that's plus okay. That's a 4.
Okay. You have rolled plus your conditions marked?
Yes.
Okay. You also you've had worse than this. You are knocked around, but you're ready for more. As the saying goes, you could do this all day.
I would prefer not to, but I could. Do I
Captain
mark
America
for that
punchy
one as
night
well?
Huh?
Do I mark potential for that as well?
Yeah.
Word. I almost have the thing. Neat.
Yeah. It is at this point
Oh,
that
no.
all of the civilians crowding around the outside, you can see as everyone is going from like, you know, the people outside are like helping the people inside to climb over and get out. There is now running and screaming in fear outside. There
I
is
did just light a 7-Eleven.
there is someone
That's valid.
with a big like royal blue velvet outside cape in silver armor who has just descended out of the sky onto
Is
the
it
street.
Medieval McGee?
No. No.
Okay, my character, like, this is more of Darren coming through than Shrike at the moment. But she goes, "What's with all the effing capes?"
No capes.
Shrike, I think you're the person who has met this character in secret GM DMs,
Have
Game
we?
Master direct messages. Yeah, can you tell me what you remember about Victoria Injustice?
Oh, wasn't that the character in one of the
Yeah, she's a hero.
she was the redeemed supervillain, right?
Yeah. She is.
And no one knows what she's been up to.
Yeah, she's a master roboticist, a proficient wizard. Did a
Member
whole
of the
bunch of
Brotherhood.
supervillainy until in like the late 90s under a different name. Joined the wizard as part of the Brotherhood. Took the name Victoria Injustice. In 2004, when Victoria Justice got famous, I had to make sure that it was era appropriate to make that reference. And she is she doesn't wear a mask because of how she is. She's just wearing the armor. I would say appearance notes are if any of you are familiar with Kristen Ritter, famous for Jessica Jones and Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
who we're looking at. And she like is pounding a sugar-free Red Bull as she lands, and she crushes the can in one power armored hand and casts that aside. Worry not, all of you gay teens looking at her. She's an adult and already has influence over all of you. And she says, "You couldn't have picked like the mid-afternoon to do this," and launches from a 2-point stance at Supermassive, power armor glowing, and takes her out through the hole in the wall that Icarus made and into the 7-Eleven. You all lose track of her at that point.
Yeah, and Darren goes at the same time, like, she's both like, "Oh my god, what happened?" and "Oh my god, it's Jessica Injustice," and she goes, "Oh my god, Jessica Justice!"
So Shrike is fangirling for her.
Such like she's the nerdiest superhero nerd ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, "Okay," at her fangirling. It's just suddenly funny. Yeah, what else is everybody doing?
Witch Dagger, Icarus, your thoughts, your feelings?
Well, I just lit a 7-Eleven on fire, so
Victoria Injustice just half flattened the rest of the 7-Eleven, so you know, could be worse.
okay, all right, great. Are we done here, or?
Am I still held on the ground?
No,
or-
you're the least of Supermassive's concerns right now.
Sweet. Love to see it.
And wait,
So I'm-
where did they go again?
Through the 7-Eleven. Further
Into the
than that.
All right, cool, great.
I think Witch Dagger is gonna go for the bank teller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's on the floor, badly burned.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Hmm. I have a thing I could do.
Uh-huh.
I have a fun playbook thing I could do.
Can Oh, if you want to do that, go ahead.
Because
Yeah, what you got, Witch Dagger?
well, one of the things that advances my doom is
Uh-huh.
overexerting myself.
Yeah.
And I would argue that I have just overexerted myself quite a bit.
I would tell you that you had, even if you hadn't suggested it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. And I believe
Okay.
that also makes it more probable for me to be able to reach into the Phantom Zone, as you called it earlier.
Yeah.
Because I have healing supplies in the Phantom Zone.
The in-between, the upside down. What are the other words for this in different popular culture? Our show is relevant.
We're hip with the kids, TM.
What's up, fellow children?
So I think, yeah, all of this has been a lot, and
Mhm.
Witch Dagger is panicking, and even though, like, Icarus is there, but, like, sees Icarus is having a time, and there's fire, and there's a lot happening. So I think Witch Dagger does go to access their haven, their sanctuary, wrong system.
Mhm.
I've been playing Urban Shadows, can you tell?
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, now my Monster of the Week character has prepared a steak for this.
No, I think there is enough emotional tumult there to just casually, like, reach out, rip a hole in space-time, and go off to say.
Yeah, so you just go, whoop, bye.
And it is very, very, very noticeable. But I'm coming
What does
back.
that hole in space-time look like?
Probably the same kind of duochrome vibes that, like, her psychic constructs have, but I think it is loud, and I think it, because it one of its features is that it draws unwanted, dangerous attention.
Mhm.
So it's loud and violent looking, even though it's perfectly safe, probably.
I think it has, like, the tear in space-time kind of looks like it has teeth. It looks sharp. It looks dangerous to be around.
That tracks.
It's in the middle of a TD bank that has now been ruined.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys trashed that place.
And
This is what
I think
happens when Moth Girl isn't here.
we need our Moth Girl. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna piece into there because I have healing supplies in there. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to piece out into your negative dimension.
Make a space.
Shrike and Icarus, you're in a bank. Witch Dagger decided that, F it, bye.
I will say you probably have never seen her do this before.
Oh.
Shrike sort of goes, okay, and she goes over to Icarus, puts a hand on her shoulder, and goes, "You did a good job. Okay, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. Everything's gonna turn out all right." And it's comfort or something, right?
Yeah, so you would like to roll comfort or support?
Yeah.
Roll plus mundane.
Plus, oh, very nice. Sweet. Okay. Come on, do good, do good. Not bad. got a 8.
Okay. On a hit, they hear you. So Icarus, you can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift your labels, 1 up, 1 down. If you open up to Shrike right now, and that's it. That's the extent of on an 8.
So what's your choice?
Can you repeat what I can do again?
You can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift your labels. So 1 label up, 1 label down.
If you open up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to open up. You have to share feelings.
Oh boy.
I know how difficult that is to hear for Icarus.
Ah! Oh, it's so difficult. Feelings are fire. It's hard to control. Don't quote me on that. Um, yeah, I'll open up.
Okay.
Open up a bit.
What does that look like?
She probably kind of takes down a mask a bit, but not like her actual mask. But you probably notice that she's actually shaking. And she's like, I didn't mean for it to be that big. I don't like doing this. I really don't like doing that. Thanks.
We'll work, and Shrike goes, we'll work on it. We're gonna work on it to make sure that we can try for it not to happen again. We can do this.
Okay.
And it's so, yeah, it's so opposite fangirl. It's her being the leader that she wants to
Mm.
Okay.
And-
Icarus, which mechanical option did you pick here?
I'll mark potential.
Okay. All right. Looking at 2 conditions, just going nah, F those.
I can gain burns. I can gain burns with those.
Okay. So we're gonna fade out on the TD Bank. We're gonna fade in on Angela in her mom's car. You are all, by you are all, I mean you, Angela, are with your mom. In a Kia Sorrento, almost into the city proper on the highway. Traffic has started to move. When you see through the windshield above you a white caped figure and a blue caped figure, the second wearing silver chromed armor, tumbling through the air, lasers and magical runes going everywhere.
Oh shit.
And your mother, exasperated and a little bit freaked out, stops the car as it becomes clear that the highway that you are all on is the trajectory upon which the 2 fighting people are falling.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What do you do, Angela?
She's in a really difficult situation. she would like to help, but also maybe getting her mom out of here is a bit of a priority too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah, I guess her first priority at the moment would probably be to get her mom out of this situation.
Okay. So what does that look like for you?
yeah, I don't know. I guess when her mom stops the car, she would just be like, "Okay, mom, let's get out of here. Like, this is that." Like, she might just say that she's really scared or something like that, just to get her mom to take this seriously and get them out of the car.
Okay, so you wanna get out of the car and like
Mhm.
go because
Yeah.
you can't drive the car out from where you are.
Yeah, no,
Um,
the car is probably
roll
not moving.
me. I don't think this requires a roll. I think she's just like, yeah, you know what? You can get to school late. This is
Yeah, this is
so she is going to grab her bag and her keys out of the car,
mhm.
stop the car on the road, and help you out of the car.
Yeah. Is there anything around here or any
There's a sidewalk.
Mhm.
There is a dialysis clinic, an empty lot, and a McDonald's.
All right, Mom, want to have some McDonald's for breakfast?
She is watching as above the car, like these two figures are like locked in epic confrontation,
Mhm.
just throwing each other through the air.
Yeah, Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom like really bad.
Yeah, let's I'll order some McDonald's French toast sticks.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So you two head over to the McDonald's. When you get back out of the bathroom, she's sitting at a table in the McDonald's. What does your mom look like? What mom vibe does she have going on?
I don't know, like they live in the suburbs, so she's
Yeah.
probably like an uptight kind of.
We're talking about a fan cast played by Sarah Paulson situation here. Is what we're thinking about. We got that uptight cardigan mom energy.
Yeah, there you go.
Perhaps some School of Rock principal action.
Okay.
If I were to invoke a timely reference to 2006.
Oh God, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so she's kind of like, oh, I haven't been in a McDonald's before noon before. I'm having fun in this place.
Yeah, there you go. And Angela's like, yeah, Mom, this is great.
I think she unironically is using the words golden arches.
Oh God.
She's decided that this is the moment to initiate some mother-daughter bonding with Angela.
Oh
She's
no.
like, that was some quick thinking getting us out of that situation back there. I froze up. I didn't know what to do. But you know, around those powered people, around those heroes, you never can be sure if you're safe. That was a good move, Angela.
Oof. Angela's like, yeah. Why don't you order us some food and I'm gonna go to the bathroom, okay? I really have to go.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna get up and go for the counter. And you are gonna head to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I assume you are going to initiate a moth sona.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Mothgirl wants to get out of this situation.
Right.
Angela's ready to go.
Yeah, the moth girl activates. While your mother is trying to determine what exactly a McGriddle is.
I don't think
what its contents
knows.
are, perhaps its nutritional values. You know, my darling daughter has to have, you know, you can't have her eating garbage for breakfast.
Oh gosh. It's McDonald's. We all know it's all garbage.
She
That's
was brought
why
here
it's
under
McDonald's.
pretenses.
Ruth.
Moth Girl emerges from the bathroom. I assume not in view of the
No.
counter, and heads outside.
Gonna sneak, yes. Gonna sneak outside.
Okay. Yeah, a couple blocks away and about 30 feet above the highway, Victoria and Justice and Supermassive are just absolutely beating the shit out of each other.
Like you do.
Supermassive has picked up a car and has hit Victoria and Justice with it, like an enormous whack-a-mole mallet.
Mhm.
Victoria and Justice, for her part, shot like an energy beam through it and tore it in half. So, you know, that's going great. There is smoldering wreckage everywhere. Everyone's screaming and running.
Moth Girl might try and direct some people out of the danger area for the moment because I think this is a little above her abilities. She's moth powers.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like your moth powers. You could get up there. You could fly.
Yeah.
And
yeah, she could fly up and probably work on directing people like,
okay.
Let's go out of here.
Yeah, so you are going to let's see. I'm going to have you roll Unleash Your Powers to do this in a very efficient and fast way. Because you want to get up there, you want to have moths moving around at places. You know, you want to be directing traffic. Is it too much to ask if Moth Girl can make like a big like traffic sign out of moths, like a moving arrow that says "Go this way"?
That was legitimately what I thought of.
It's good to know that we're all on the same page. Let's have Moth Girl unleash her powers.
Okay. Moth Girl rolled a 9, but it is -2 for free.
Okay. That's a 7 still, so that's a hit.
Okay.
So unleash your powers on a hit. You do it. You are going to mark a condition. Because I don't think that there's like an interesting way to like make moths dangerous or temporary. For one thing, I think that you in your haste, I think that the moths are not under a particular directive here. You haven't been like, do this and then leave. You've just been like, every moth here now. And they've been like, we got you, boss. So for one, it is all moths all the time in like a 2-block radius. Every surface that could have a moth on it has a moth.
Oh boy. Summoned all the moths in the city.
Yeah. Second, yeah, I don't think there's a good condition here. So I think that it's just Moth City.
Okay.
It's just Moth City in here. People are
Sounds like
generally following where the moths are, trying to move them.
Okay.
You know, they are evacuating from the highway. They're getting out of their cars. You know, they are headed further into the city. You are kind of forming queues and you know, keeping people around. So you do a good job.
Okay.
Maybe, you know, the state of people's car interiors that are not leather, maybe if they're synthetic fiber, maybe they have some moth damage going on. Maybe their cars have moths in them now. Is that such a difficult price to pay for their lives?
Yeah.
When 2 supervillains are having a fight. Who can say? But you are in the air, you know, aloft on a bed of moths, doing a good job at that for the moment. We're gonna cut back to our group at the bank. So Witch Dagger is in the death dimension.
Like
can
you
I
do.
can I have grabbed the bank teller on my way out?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Oh, you just disappeared with the
He's
bank
not going
teller?
anywhere. Actually, yeah, let's call our break here because it's on the hour. Let's call our break in the scene transition, and we will come back to Witch Dagger in her Phantom Zone. Bye bye. Hello, and welcome back to Grim Vestigia on Heroes Without Limits. One of these days, I'm going to remember to do oh, hi, chat. I didn't see you there. Now that I've talked about it, I've ruined it, and I'm never going to be able to actually execute. Hey there, chat. Let's rap about a superhero game. Our superhero game. When last we left, some supervillains were having a big old fight between themselves above a highway. Our own intrepid moth girl was using signs made entirely out of cooperating moths, directing traffic and pedestrians away
Like you do.
to evacuate the area. Icarus and Shrike and Witchdagger had thwarted one of those same supervillains in the act of a bank robbery. Witchdagger then having made off with an injured bystander into some sort of pocket dimension. We don't know what that looks like. We don't know how that works. Shrike and Icarus, our very own, are perhaps left at loose ends in a TD that has been just absolutely wrecked.
The
So how's that
7-Eleven on
Hopefully
fire
my jacket is
across the
cold.
street. It's a good time.
Yeah, Icarus destroyed one wall
Across the street or
of the
not?
TD Bank, and then part of the 7-Eleven that adjoined it. I say did adjoin because the 7-Eleven is no more.
Whoops. Sorry, 7-Eleven. Yep.
So Shrike,
Well, my
Icarus, what's
headphones can fit inside this.
it's now been about half an hour since you arrived here, so it's a crisp 8 a.m.
Oh yeah.
What are y'all thinking about? What are you getting up to?
Can I
Will
sprint
we be getting like
outside and make sure my dog is okay?
Yeah, Ozzy is just like chilling there,
Great.
doing the like.
Good boy,
This
Ozzy.
dog has not realized
Good
that
boy,
anything is amiss.
Ozzy.
He just looks up and is
Yeah.
like, oh.
Oh, give him a ear scratch and
can
then
I
run back.
sprint? Yeah. Oh, I was about to say that Shrike would totally pet a dog. But yeah, she just comes back in.
Later.
So Icarus, are you bolting? Are you headed out?
No, I just wanted to make sure Ozzy was okay
Okay.
first.
Um,
And then I'm ducking back
well,
in.
I know Elle, so I would know that she has her dog. I would know her dog, right?
you would probably see Ozzy and go, oh, Ozzy.
Oh yeah, and so once she come back in, it's like, oh, your dog okay? Icarus?
Icarus? Oh, it might be that we are, when we were on break, Kix alluded to her internet potentially bugging out. And indeed, it appears that her Zoom frame has frozen.
Yeah.
So
we'll wait a
we're,
little and see what happens.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to do Valeria's scene in the witch dimension.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and indeed it seems that, oh, is she back?
Yep.
We'll see how that
Sort of.
situation develops. Valeria,
Hey.
you are in the witch's dagger, if you will.
Oh my god. Yes.
And now we have to call it that.
I've taken this injured bank teller to my sanctuary with me. Because that made sense at the time.
You were like, well, it's probably better than lying on the floor of a bank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I should describe what it looks like. I feel like it is kind of amorphous, weird witch zone TM of like that strange blue and purple duochrome that is just my brand as Witch Dagger, apparently. And like it has some furniture that is also made of the same material. Everything's made out of that. Oh my god. And let's see the features. It has some healing equipment, a meditation / relaxation / recovery space, and a teleportal. Because those are nifty and handy to have.
For to what with to get back out of the witch zone.
Yeah, one typically needs a way out because you can't do the rippy twice. I mean you could. No, that's
Big witchy do the big rippy.
God damn it. So I think she takes a beat and is like, cool, safe place, cool. Sir.
Yeah, my dude's regaining some consciousness. Oh? What? Sorry, I believe there's some technical
We're resetting
maintenance
everything because my
occurring.
internet went out and everything. Sorry, guys.
Because we're in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Truly the Phantom Zone.
I'm okay.
I will make sure to get a decent Rod Serling impression going for next week. That joke's going to be for about 2 of you out there, so Quinn and one other.
I think she's
Great, it's Quinn and Kix. Cool, okay, good.
I know who Rod Sterling is.
Oh man, my Rod Serling jokes are killing it. I gotta write more material.
Oh my god. This is actually not a masks game. This is just Jinx doing stand-up for 4 hours.
I mean, you brought the brick wall to stand in front of.
Would you like to come present your Tight 5? Would you like to come do your Tight 5?
I actually, fun little fact about me, in high school and college, I actually did do stand-up. I probably couldn't do any of my 5s again. I probably don't have them rehearsed because I haven't done them in 4 years.
Well, you got 2 weeks. That's enough time.
Yeah, I could brush up old material. Let's see how well any of my jokes from 2014 have aged.
Like why?
Whoa.
Sure.
All right, what did I miss in like the 2 minutes my
Really.
out?
We have Witch Dagger taking the injured teller into her interdimensional hangout space, which I referred to as the Witch's Dagger in an attempt at humor. And I think I might have just cursed her with that title.
It's true. I have been cursed effectively.
Oh,
Is that
on,
a condition?
internet.
Do I need to write down?
No, it's just your GM being mean to you. Because this isn't like D&D or Call of Cthulhu, so I don't have like a really good way to just exercise some sadism against players.
That's true.
Instead, I just have to like really mercilessly cyberbully you to get that impulse out.
Ooh,
Sometimes
as my nephew would say, big bully.
So I think Witch Dagger takes a minute and grounds herself a little, because like this is a safe place for her, and then realizes, oh, I've left them their okay, so they saw, okay, deal with that, puts in the deal with that later box, and then looks down at the teller.
Yeah, so he's kind of groaning. There's some writhing starting to happen as he regains more consciousness.
How badly injured does he appear?
Let's assess the situation.
Oh no. I don't know why I said oh no, like that was a frightening thing.
I figured that you were just like bad at it.
Yeah, I do have a -1 to it. 4.
Bad. Hospital bad, you think? probably hospital bad.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I have a teleportal.
Yeah, what you gain from this is that this is beyond your capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
You are very stupid when it comes to, diagnosing severity of burns.
Not my area. I don't do
Yeah, you haven't gone to the school for that they have.
I don't do Healy, I do Stabby.
Yeah. Head empty, no medical degree.
So I think that's another great. Fuck. I have it. Okay, great. Just fuck it all. Fuck.
So mark potential. Did you mark potential?
That's my 5th one. Exciting.
Oh, potent.
I've filled up the box, TM. And I guess I will try to I would like to teleport him to a hospital.
Gee, good thing we know him.
The same one from before or a different one?
Probably the same one from before.
Yeah, I mean, that the wizard is kind of keeping an eye on things
Yeah.
there already, so that's, it has that going for it.
Yeah.
All right, so you and he emerge through a dimensional rift just in the emergency room. You know where that is. You've been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume it's been put together.
So you and he emerge through a dimensional rift with just the most horrible staticky ripping sound in the emergency room. This creates general shock and bewilderment.
Just kind of looks around awkwardly. This man has burns that need treating.
The nurses are like slack-jawed at you. They're like,
Are any of them the same nurses from yesterday?
No, you think that maybe some of them called in sick.
That would make sense. Yeah, just kind of this man has been burned. You seem capable of dealing with that, and is my portal still open?
Yeah.
Can I would like to just yeet myself away.
All right, so you just sidestep right on back in.
Just gonna
so that happens.
Bye.
You are not a household name, I don't think, in the city. I don't think when people see you, they're like, oh, Witch Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do. You're not. So there's Moth Girl famous up here. Like there's Moth Girl famous, and you're like, people have seen you do stuff. You've worked with Moth Girl. But they're not like, oh, Witch Dagger.
Yeah.
So you arrive back in your nega dimension.
Yay. Where I will collapse onto the couch because big overexert. I did a too many thing.
Yeah, can you remind me what happens when you advance your doom?
I don't think anything happens until
It's just when you advance your doom.
Yeah, is this just one of the ones that you mark on your doom track?
Yeah, once I fill the track, something happens, but I haven't filled the track.
This one you just feel bad and ominous.
Yeah, I'm just like, that was not great, and that was probably, I'm gonna brood. This is brooding time now.
Okay, so this is brooding time. It probably didn't feel great to get repeatedly slammed around the inside of a bank either.
Yeah, no.
So you might have some bones.
I might have some bones, you're right.
Yeah, generally worse than not having bones.
Yes.
Very true.
Do you get cell phone reception in there?
I think maybe a little.
Okay.
Like
All
enough.
right.
Enough to get a text, maybe.
We'll think about the metaphysics of that later. All of you have been updated on your phones that Victoria and Justice and Supermassive, they have been identified by the press, are just really going at it over I-95 at the north end of the city.
Right.
If I may, there
Mhm.
was I don't know if you want me to do this, but I had a thought. As it's brooding hours in with the witch's dagger TM.
Mhm.
I think this is not a good idea. I think after getting that text, and now that she has her phone open in front of her, I think Valeria texts the last known number that she had for Ren.
That's a bad idea.
Yep.
That's not a good idea.
Nope. But Valeria's not in a good place, and I think she texts Ren, and it just says, "What are you up to?"
All right. I'm gonna make a note.
Mhm.
Thank you for giving me ammunition to hurt you with later.
You're so welcome.
For those of you who exist in the corporeal world, you have received this news update. If you are a Moth Girl, you're watching it happen. Your mother is now standing slack-jawed in front of a McDonald's. She looks unhappy.
Her daughter is nowhere, and there's a fight happening up there. Yeah. So what are our characters doing now?
That's a question for you, and not for me.
Valid. What's Icarus doing?
Are there any like civilians still in this bank?
No, everyone who wants to
Okay.
go to the hospital is on their way to the hospital. Everyone who doesn't is has decided that there's a 7-Eleven burning down nearby, so they've called emergency services and then
Great.
gone away from the 7-Eleven, which is burning down.
Yeah,
how
let's
does-
get out of here.
How does Icarus feel about 7-Elevens that she herself personally didn't burn down, but that someone else burned down?
Wait, are you asking how she feels about 7-Elevens in general?
No, just around buildings that are on fire.
Oh, she's not happy around
Yeah,
buildings
not one
that are
that you lit on
No.
fire, but one that was lit on fire by someone else.
Arson is not as a sore subject around
Yeah,
her,
we don't
let's
care for it.
say. Yep, we are not here for the arson. Intended or otherwise.
We pretend we do not see it.
Mm-hmm. Because
Okay.
So what would Strike do? So Strike would probably see her freaking out and just grab her shoulders and like get her out of the building.
out the back.
Like sort of a let's go
Yeah, so
Okay,
you
wait. out the back.
Okay, is there anything I can do to like seal up the back of this bank vault? That because I mean, it's all the money is just right there, and I tore a hole through the vault door. So
Oh,
how
I
do
have an idea.
fix-
yeah, you can just go right back out that
I have
way.
an idea.
Yeah.
how do we
my
fix
character had-
that?
My character has like a gum arrow, like because I think of all the crazy
Mhm.
different ideas that an arrow can have. She has like a gum arrow that she can use to make a big like blob or something that covers
Yeah.
the door.
On the scale of Nickelodeon's
Uh,
like live action meta shows Slime,
Yes.
the hit toy product Gak, where is this viscosity wise? Are we talking about
Probably
like very sticky, very thick, or just slime?
Not so a little bit sticky and thick, but not like, but it's sort of like if you were covered in it, it would keep you to the ground and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not like a putty.
But
It's
like, so it would be
definitely a
able to
liquid.
no. Yeah, but it'll cover the area
Mhm.
so that people can't get in or out of that part.
For sure.
Do I have to do unleash the powers?
That's a good question because they're not powers. I'm gonna say unleash your archery skill.
Okay, unleash.
Unleash an arrow.
Oh, nice again. It's an 11.
Okay. You do it.
An
It
11
works.
plus. Yeah. Thank you, dice.
You have engummed this zone.
Engummed.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's all. And my character then turns to Icarus, Strike turns to Icarus and goes, "They're fighting over the highway. What do we do?"
I don't know. I brought my dog to a bank robbery, okay? I don't know where my priorities are right now.
Like, yeah. How far is it to the highway compared to where they are now?
Can you fly?
No.
I'm an archer. No.
Probably like 20-ish minutes then.
Oh boy.
Oh. It's like the lovely.
20 minutes running or walking?
That's a good question.
20 minutes running.
Nope.
Okay, that's too far.
Yep.
That's too far. Sorry.
How far is the hospital?
About half that distance. It's the same direction though.
Yeah, let's and Strike goes, "Ugh, I want to help, but it's too far. We should go check at the hospital to see if that teller's there." Which Dagger would have dropped them off? Oh, that's true.
Would we know
Would
that
we
they're
know?
at
Well,
the hospital?
I saw them, but yeah, I don't know at the hospital. What would they do? Would we know that they're at the hospital? Because I mean, I saw them take it, but I guess I didn't see.
You saw Valeria spirit the teller away into a dimensional portal of some kind.
That is true. Thank you for pointing that out, Quinn.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna text Witch Dagger and say, "Hey, where'd you go?" You know, as like casually like as possible, instead of saying, "Oh my goodness, you disappeared into a giant rip in space time. Holy shit." I'm gonna say, "Hey, where'd you go?"
Valeria gets the text. I think that they've taken the mask off now. And is like, that's a difficult question to answer. I'm just gonna pretend that I'll ask a different question, and be like, bank teller at hospital, same as yesterday. Probably fine, question mark? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Sad face.
Sad.
Okay.
Send.
Hey, Elle.
Yeah.
This person you immolated, probably gonna be okay? I'm not a medical professional.
They're gonna text back, "Okay, are you okay?" Question mark. Send.
I don't think Valeria answers.
Aw.
Okay.
Okay.
With that lack of a red receipt to truly color the depth of what that is, Moth Girl, your mom's freaking out in front of McDonald's. She doesn't know where her daughter went. Her daughter's gone. Where is my daughter? She's like shouting at the sky with two supervillains in it, going, "Where did you take my daughter?"
Oh,
I would like to
Moth Girl wanted.
girl manager.
Not what she wanted. Mom, go back inside.
One of the McDonald's employees is like, "Ma'am, did you check the bathroom she went into?"
Oh god.
The McDonald's workers are trying to get her attention and calm her down and deal with this.
All right, yeah. Moth Girl's gonna let them try and handle that because she cannot. Secret identity.
Mhm.
She cannot respond to her mother in any way. Yeah, so I guess she's going to try and continue what she's been doing, getting all the people out of here. How's that going?
She's pretty much done. You successfully did it.
Okay, awesome.
You did create kind of a moth plague.
Yeah. My
It'd
bad.
be like that.
Yeah, my bad. Moth sounds.
But all of the bystanders are kind of out of the way. The moths are doing a decent enough impression of police tape preventing people from getting too close. They kind of all lined up in like a big strip.
Oh, nice.
They do angry buzzy when people get too close.
Good. That's fantastic. Monsters
Back
are-
off, bud.
No, back off.
People are taking very blurry cell phone pictures of Moth Girl directing moths and being like,
Yeah, she's just in
"Oh,
the air.
you
They're just-
definitely have some people fangirling outside of the diagram that you've created. There's some people being like, "Oh my god, it's Moth Girl! Look, it's and they're like trying to take pictures of themselves, but there's no front camera in 2006 on these phones, so it's just like half of their face and then Moth Girl like 40 feet up, very blurry, and they're like, "It's Moth Girl, it's me standing in front of Moth Girl." Everyone's very excited to see you.
Great. She's got her crutches out. She's just like pointing around, going, "Go away, go over there."
It's like, do not get close.
Yeah. She's enjoying the publicity though, because she does want recognition.
People are very excited to see Moth Girl. They're so glad that you're helping.
Yeah, Mothra's enjoying that part, but there's also, a battle going on above that she doesn't particularly want to get involved in because she has powers of moth. It's not very helpful here in this situation.
Yeah, you could navigate by celestial bodies. If anyone has clothes in their closets, you could absolutely ruin them.
Oh yeah.
There aren't any bright lights around, so you're good on that front.
Yeah.
No
not
kryptonite
distracted at
vibes.
the moment. Yeah.
Powers of Moth, not terribly combat oriented.
Yeah, not really. Not really.
Where are you? What are you thinking to do? Are you just gonna like bask in the attention, wait for the reporters?
Yeah, that's pretty much all she can do at the moment. Like, she's just flying around up here, like, not too close to the action.
Yeah. 6 ABC is on scene. They have just the oldest dude in the worst fitting suit as their anchor on screen.
Oh, man.
And he's like, "Moth Girl, Moth Girl." He's calling to you from outside of the barricade. He's got the news van with the satellite dish on it.
There we go.
You gonna come down and talk to him?
That is tempting. If everyone's out of danger, then yeah, she might do that.
I think he might think that he's the first report. He's going to be the first reporter to get an actual human answer out of you.
Maybe.
Sounds.
We'll see about that.
So you're going to come down and a light on the ground next to him, and he's going to put the microphone on. And he's like, "Moth Girl, were you involved at all in the conflict between what appears to be a resurgent Victoria injustice and the rogue bank robber Supermassive?" And then he puts the microphone out for you.
Moth Girl doesn't know how to respond to that, so just answers with her typical moth sounds. Panic. She doesn't know how to respond to that.
He nods sagely as though he understands this. He says, "You seem to have done a good job of evacuating all of the bystanders to prevent them from coming to any harm in this ne'er-do-well escapade."
Yeah,
Was there anything difficult in saving the day today?
She shrugs.
Gives you the same sagely nod. And he says, "There you have it, folks. Moth Girl putting in another fine morning, perhaps on her way to school." Yeah, you do a pose for the camera.
Yeah.
He throws it back to the desk anchor. He's like thanking you profusely for your time.
Back to you, Jim.
Gives the wave and flies away on her many moths.
Yeah. So unless any of you is intervening in the combat, all of you have 8:45 a.m. classes to get to.
Oh boy.
Moth Girl desperately needs to get back to that McDonald's after changing.
Yeah, so you come back to the McDonald's. Your mom is like hyperventilating in the McDonald's. She's like sat on the bench in the play place. She kind of like has her knees. The clerks are like trying to give her water, and she's like, "No, not until I find my baby." And they're like, "We haven't gone inside of the bathroom.
Picture.
She could just be inside of the bathroom."
Yes, she comes out of the bathroom and is shocked to see her mother in such a state. She's like, "Mom, what's going on?"
"Angela, I was so worried about you. Angela,
I was in the bathroom.
I didn't see you for like 20 whole minutes.
It was an emergency."
Angela, you shouldn't go running off like that. I suppose it was just to go to the bathroom. I suppose it was reasonable, but I panicked. I panicked. They brought out a McGriddle, and there were 2 McGriddles and only one of me, and I didn't know what was I supposed to do with the second McGriddle.
It's okay, Mom. It's okay. We're good.
Can I get you to roll comfort or support someone?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Apparently I broke kicks with that one.
You broke me with all of them.
Okay, well, she got a 10 plus 3.
Yeah, so you're just like, "Mom, it's okay. You can still get me to school on time." And she's so excited. She's so happy with that.
Yeah, we're good, Mom. We're good.
Yeah, so she starts to calm down. She hands you your McGriddle. It's not warm anymore. It's a room temperature McGriddle.
That's okay.
Yeah, she gets you back to the car. Gets you headed off. At some point in the intervening period, the two have stopped fighting here and have started fighting elsewhere, or one of them won. They're not up in the air anymore. So you head to school, Moth Girl?
Yeah.
Okay. You make it to school just in the nick of time to not be late for your first class in the morning. Icarus, Shrike, you're still in the same place?
Yeah.
If we're like, well, there's nothing we can do here, they're too far away, I would probably just like
Yeah.
quickly change out of my costume in this back alley, which really means just taking off the jacket and the
Mhm.
mask,
Stuff them back in your bag.
throwing them in my backpack, getting my dog, giving him a bunch of scratches. He's gonna get a lot of treats tonight.
Yeah. Shrike would probably like change in the vault.
It's
Oh,
fully
yeah,
open
security
on one
camera.
side. There's an enormous
Yeah.
hole that Icarus made.
Oh,
Whoops.
oh, true.
You could go
She would
into
probably.
the there is the bathroom in the TD Bank is absolutely wrecked, like walls wise, but the stalls are intact.
Yeah, she'll just go, oh, whatever, and change back into her clothes and then come out and probably give the dog a scratch on the head.
Ozzy is the best.
Let's see if we can make it back to school.
Yep.
All right.
Let's
So
go.
you both head back to campus. Valeria, you know Ren probably isn't going to be up to see your text until like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Knowing Ren.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem for you in the afternoon. In the meantime, it's still the morning.
Yep, goody. Class is cool. I assume that I would keep at least one, like, a normal outfit in the witch's dagger.
Yeah, you probably have like a preparedness bag of some kind.
Yeah, so I will change out of the costume and then probably use the teleportal to get like 2 blocks away from classes.
Okay.
And then walk.
So you pick like a parking garage or something.
Yeah, trying to be an obtrusive, knowing I will fail.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This time it's just rats that you scare.
That's good. That's preferable to civilians. Yeah, and then just sword turns back into a cane. Oh, that probably already happened, but cane and just, you know, makes their way to class.
All right.
And I'm debating if it's one that Elle is in for maximum drama. Because they don't want to see anybody right now, but they might have to.
I think as the GM, when a player tells me that something gives more drama, I think I'm gonna say that you all have media studies together this morning.
Ooh, all of us?
Yeah.
All of us?
Wow.
You're learning about this new thing called web page layout. About how news sites and blogs have figured out that you actually probably want to use some CSS when you make your website to make it look nicer. They're like, did you know your links don't all have to be blue and underlined?
Oh, wow. Such a new concept.
Quinn, for your reference, I have a document of just like shit about 2006 that I have up to look at to be like.
No, I believe that you have all of this
That's
memorized.
amazing.
I believe that you just know.
I just am psychically transported.
You just are like linked to 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just like just there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
One of your classmates is playing World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade on one of the computers in the media lab. This would be back when the commercial with Mr. T was on TV. I don't know if any of you remember that WoW commercial.
I've seen it, but on YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think any of us saw it on TV. I think we were, maybe Michaela.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
There you go.
Well,
So yeah, you're all chilling in a classroom. You all got here on time. You all probably look kind of harried, kind of not
Yeah, but
the best for wear.
when do we not though?
Yeah, it's kind of normal
So-
for Albrecht College. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. Everyone's kind of used to it when you show up and you're just like, yeah, I just didn't go to sleep, and they're like, great, cool, good.
Yeah, this probably isn't the first nor the last time Elle has shown up looking a little harried.
did Darren come in with Elle? Like, did they come in like walking?
That's
in
a good
together?
question.
'Cause they know each other.
What's the order of filtering in?
Well, we're friends, right? In real
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
In-
So we'd probably go in together. I say
Yeah.
in real
This-
life
and
in
it's-
reference to a fictional high school
Yeah.
in 2006.
IRL, in the masks
Yeah.
game.
In our agreed
Yep.
upon fictional reality. Yeah.
So IFL.
Yeah, you're friends.
But
you
yeah,
know
we
each
walk
other.
in.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we walk in, sit at nearby computers.
Is Ozzy
Um,
allowed in class, or would I have had to make a pit stop back
He's
at?
a trained service dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have the vest on him and he knows to chill out.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a
Ozzy's
registered
the
service animal. Other
chillest.
people have service animals too.
Ozzy will be in class today. Why not?
Yeah, no, there are students at Albert who need their dogs for kids with like TBI or stuff like that they need like
Mhm.
alert dogs to be like, oh shit, a thing is going to happen. I need to go to the nurse's office or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's
and like and
normal.
Darren, yeah.
Yeah, things
So
are
Darren will
probably caught
probably
on
be like-
fire around Ozzy. He's the chillest. He doesn't even blink.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, Darren will probably be like really hyped up for people who don't like, for like the people just randomly in class. They're like, why is that person bouncing so much? So she's just hyped up on her energy because of
Yeah, no, she's
what
full of
has
adrenaline.
happened.
She was in a fist fight. I guess it's not a fist fight if Supermassive fights with gravitational fields, but
yeah,
A gravitational fist fight?
she was in a fight.
Grabby fists.
Yeah, who comes in
She
next?
had to flip.
Angela could come in because I guess she ended up on time after all.
Yeah. Toting a cold McGriddle.
Yeah. Just whatever. Goes down in a random place in the room. Doesn't know. No one knows her, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I think Angela's like one of the only. Angela's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Angela is the only second year in the class. I think it's otherwise third and fourth years.
Yeah. She's a baby.
But she need to learn CSS for
Right.
to make her art. All right, Valeria.
Yeah, I think Valeria's got a hoodie on, which is uncharacteristic of her. I think her braids Valeria looks like shit. Valeria really, really pushed herself and got slammed around with gravity a lot, which is generally hard on the body, or so I have been told.
It's not great for your bones.
Not great for, yeah, so like extra heavy usage of the cane today. The cane might be inexplicably a little bit thicker than normal. That's weird. She must have a collection of identical custom-made canes. That's clearly the only explanation for that.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Definitely trying to avoid Elle. It doesn't, I feel like normally sits near or with Elle. Sits on the other side of the room today.
Okay.
And has their phone out which is also uncharacteristic. Valeria's making bad choices today.
Oh.
Aw.
You sit down somewhere that you wouldn't normally sit in this class. And when you finish texting as the teacher comes in, or you're not really texting, you're just kind of looking to see if Ren has texted you back yet. You know that that she hasn't, but you know, you're just kind of like, well, what if? I should probably be looking. And as you look up, you realize that you recognize the dude sitting next to you. He looks preppy. He's blonde. He has a Band-Aid on the side of his face.
Do I recognize him as the super villain known as Medieval Mickey?
Yeah, you recognize Regent sitting next to you. He's wearing a polo.
But is he wearing boat shoes with it?
Oh, 100%.
A respect for
It's the
him.
khaki pants because it's fall. He's not wearing the shorts.
Oh
It's the
no.
full pant leg.
Her respect for him continues to plummet. Notes that. And
It's not an off-brand polo shirt either. It's like a polo.
Oh.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
Preppy kid.
Richie McRich.
Love to see that.
Mickey-
Yeah, I think
Rich medieval Mickey.
I think Valeria blue screens in front of the computer and just will not look.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think she'll text Elle and just be like, no, she won't. She's frozen. She's gonna freeze. She's gonna panic. And yep.
Okay. On that bombshell, this has been Grim Vestigia's, the second one, number 2. Thank you for coming. We, as a group, have to do some masked housekeeping, where we're gonna add some team to the pool, take care of that bookkeeping wise. We're gonna go in the same order as introductions. We're gonna start with Kix.
Oh, right. I should look at the paper.
Yeah, so at the end of session, you have a few choices to make for Elle, who is Icarus.
Yes. I gotta read quickly.
Next session, I will have that paper up.
All right. So I picked the thing, right?
Yeah, so you got a menu
Yes.
under end of session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick grow closer to the team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So who made you feel welcome? Give influence to them and clear condition or mark
Shrike made me feel
Okay.
welcome. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, friends.
The whole yeah. And they noticed that I was very shook up at, destroying a 7-Eleven.
In fairness,
Yeah.
you only broke part of a 7-Eleven. Victoria Injustice was the one who broke the rest of the 7-Eleven.
That is true. I did set it on fire though. Yeah, and yeah, so that was good because she kind of dropped her figurative mask a little bit there.
She said the name of the game.
Yeah. So I give Shrike influence. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shrike takes influence. Next up is Angela, who is Moth Girl.
Well,
Oh, and I'm clearing a condition.
Oh yeah. What are you clearing?
Yes. I'm clearing afraid.
Okay.
so Angela, at the end of session, I think she would grow into her own image of herself.
Okay.
She's kind of feeling confident at the moment.
Yeah. She killed it today.
Yeah, she did awesome. She feels really confident about, getting those people away from danger, even though she couldn't, get involved in the actual scary fighting. And she also managed to calm her mom down, which was awesome.
Yeah. So you are going to shift one label up and one label down and explain how you see yourself.
Okay. Explain how you see yourself. So, I don't know. So she's seeing herself as a little bit more, I guess, savior. She would feel a little bit more confident, like she can actually make a bit of a difference.
Okay.
Despite
Rad.
her powers being moth.
Power of Moth.
Power of moth seems to be going pretty okay for her right now.
Okay. Valeria, who is Witch Dagger.
I think I'm also gonna take grow into your own image of yourself
Okay.
and shift freak up and savior down.
Oh.
Because Valeria doesn't have a good self-image of herself right now. Valeria thinks that she's a bad hero. Valeria is Valeria, since the witch dagger incident, has been very self-conscious about collateral damage and fucking up, and she feels like she fucked up a lot today. And also, the big interpersonal fuck ups. So it's not a good time over in Witch's Dagger land.
Now we're having a bad time.
Yeah, we've switched from I think it's Disenchanted on repeat time in Valeria Town, which is not a good time.
I'm trying to figure out if in this moment, Freak Like Me is a Hailstorm song, not an In This Moment song, and it had not come out in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, Sick Like Me is the In This Moment song. Okay.
So
All right. Also had not come out in 2006. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. So that's gone.
And I would also like to clear the afraid condition.
Please do.
Yay.
Darren, who is Shrike.
I think grow closer to the team. Give influence over. Give influence to Icarus. Because she had her back when she needed it in the battle, and protected her. And when Darren was down, she retaliated for her, and I think that, and Darren appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not have any conditions, so I'm marking potential.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is less relevant to the stream, but relevant to me as someone who's running the game. I know Valeria took an improvement this week. for those of you who are taking improvements, just hit me up in the DMs with what those are, so I know what's on your character sheets. All right. Thank you everyone so much for coming and playing. Thank you all so much out there on twitch.tv and on YouTube. I have a soft spot for the YouTube VOD watchers because I have always watched everything on YouTube. I'm always the YouTube VOD girl. So hello to you in the future watching us. Thank you all so much for coming and watching us live. We're gonna be back in 2 weeks from today on the 27th, unless we don't feel like it, in which case, get out. We won't be here. So we will see you all then, unless we don't. Bye-bye.
Bye.